G.o.t.s. Gang gang.
All right. This one here. This one here is right up Gabby Abonloho's street, isn't it? Premier League owner wants to poach Arsenal's director Edu from the intriguing new role. Nottingham Forest owner. Not even gonna try and say that. Evangelos. Let's just call him Ethan. Nottingham Forest owner is hoping to poach Edu away from Arsenal, according to reports. Now, I say that this is about Abognahor because he said that Nottingham Forest is bigger. Nottingham Forest is bigger than Arsenal, so really, if that's true, then Edu's going to be ducking out soon, isn't it? Edu is highly thought of in the football executive space after a superb work in helping transform things at Arsenal as sporting director. Edu, who played for Arsenal between 2021 and '05, has been paramount, in Arsenal's resurgence in recent years, helping to shape a title challenging side alongside manager Arteta. His work appears to have earned him some suitors, with Brazil outlet Universal Online claiming that the Forest chief, aka the owner, is looking to snatch the 46-year-old away from the North London. However, the Greek owner isn't looking to bring him in to steer the ship at the City Ground, but rather as a much grander plan to place for the former Brazil international. It's claimed that the Forest owner is looking to make Edu a sort of CEO specialist in international football across all of his endeavors. That's crazy. City owner currently owns 3 football clubs in Europe. The 57-year-old is the boss of Nottingham Forest, Greek giants Olympiacos, and Portuguese side Rio Ave. It's reported that the Forest owner dreams of having Edu as his right-hand man in the sports sector. Edu has been responsible for a number of smart signings at the Emirates Stadium that have helped Arteta's side excel in recent years. Those include such stars as Saliba, Gabriel Erdegaard, and Benjamin White. While he was also responsible for bringing in Martinelli to the club for just 6 million, striking up a deal with the club in Brazil for in the Brazilian fourth tier. Is that where we got Martinelli from? Fourth tier. God damn. The Brazilian revealed that he holds 180-page dossier on players that the club are considering to sign. Edu was hired by Arsenal in 2019 as technical director, and after helping the club flourish, he was rewarded with a promotion in 2022, becoming the Gunners' first ever sporting director. Prior to this role with Arsenal, he was working with the Brazilian FA as a team coordinator, while also had a brief spell as the advisor for the Iranian national team after spending 5 years as director of football for the Brazilian club. You know who they are, beginning with C, can't pronounce it properly, upon retiring in 2011. You under dig me? That's nice there, but I didn't know he had all that behind him. You know what I mean? I didn't know he did all that. Well done, bruv. I thought he was more fresh face. I thought he was more like Teta. See? You don't just I like that, man. That's good. That's good. But here we go, right here. So if Nottingham Forest is bigger, that's like saying, if we're gonna be honest, but then again, about to say Real Madrid come knocking for your staff, they're gonna bounce. But they couldn't get Arsene out of there. They tried, they couldn't get Arsene out of there. You know what I mean? Even PSG tried to get Arsene out of there. That's from his homeland. They couldn't get him out of us. You get me? They weren't having it. He weren't having it. So I personally think Edu's here building something, blood. Gooner. Tell you that now. Brazilian, but Gooner. See? And he left them man there. He already did his business working for Brazil. So like the dreamers, he'd already ticked that box because it seems that everyone feels that international is like the pinnacle. Oh, you're doing it for your country type shit. You know what I mean? It might be like sports people's way of going to war. Yeah, you don't really go pick up a gun. You go and do your sports to the highest level, representing the country. That's how you do it. You know what I mean? But he's already done that, and he's done it for a couple of countries. Brazil, Iran. Yeah, man, he's good. Now he's home, feet up, blood. He go be here. We're gonna make a statue of Edu as sporting director, as bad man. You get me? You ain't taking him. I highly doubt it. But if Gabby Abongnaho is right, If he's right, then Forest are bigger. Villa are bigger because they've won Europe, so that means they're bigger. K. Let me know down below, people, what you're saying, what you're liking. Let me know, man. Do you think Edu's out of here? Did you know that much about Edu? I didn't know that much. I really thought, I don't even know where I thought he went after he retired. I don't know what I thought he did, but obviously he stayed in football. I thought we were just shaking shit up by just bringing back a couple heads. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. And it was just so happened that these guys got the closest experience. Like at the time, well, you could have said, I think Bergkamp was doing his thing at Ajax, so was Overmars, even though Overmars got into a little bit of trouble. But, you know what I mean? Veria, I don't think Veria was ready, that type of shit. But, hey ho, man, this is working out. Arteta and Edu. Who would have thunk it? Out of all the past players that we could have had running things, would you have picked either of those? I wouldn't have. You would have picked the stars, innit? Come on now, let's be honest with ourselves. You would have picked the big boys. You would have been like Sol Campbell, Adams, you know what I'm saying? David Seaman, Henry, Ian Wright. You know what I mean? A man like that should be in charge doing stuff. And look, it doesn't always work out because they kick the ball well, that they can show someone else how to do the same thing. That's not how it works. But people, I appreciate ya. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.
What's up, people? Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.